The time has finally arrived, my friends. Marko Simonovic is coming to America. I'm Ross. This is Artura's fan club, and you should be subscribed because we are doing Bulls content every single day. Draft scouting, off-season review, next season previews, free agency previews, we're doing all of it, man. Subscribe right now. You won't regret it. And I am excited to talk about Marko Simonovic, our 2020 second round pick. We have been speculating all offseason what's going to happen there. Arturas Karnisovas was kind of non-committal when he was asked whether Marko would be coming over this season or, in the future. And it sounds like Marko Simonovic is on his way to play in the United States. He is flying to Chicago via a report from my guy Daniel Greenberg at Shy Sport Updates on Twitter. Marko Simonovic is coming home. It's almost Marko Simonovic hours for the foreseeable future. Now, I wanted to see what kind of contract a second round pick from, he's from Montenegro, but he plays for Serbia. I wanted to see what kind of contract would a second round pick like that get. And I thought, you know what? No better than to look back at what the Denver Nuggets paid Nikola Jokic. There's so many similarities there. So when Jokic came over, his deal was for 4 years, $5.5 million. I could totally see the Bulls signing Marko Simonovic to something very, very similar to that deal. And if we lock him up for that long, it feels really good about the future of the international Chicago Bulls that we are building under Arturas Karnisovas. Locking him up for that long gives him plenty of time to develop, plenty of time to learn how to play the game at the NBA level, form chemistry with his teammates, all that fun stuff. So I'm feeling really good about the length of the contract. You worry sometimes when you get these guys who, like when we signed Devon Dotson, and it was just that 1 year deal, but he's a restricted free agent this year. Like, there's a lot of ways that you can lose these talented young players, but I really like this. The Jokic deal, the 4 years for $5.5 million. I would be ecstatic if that's what we got Marko Simonovic for. It's not going to affect our cap that much. It's just going to be under $1 million per year. Totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. And as far as it goes for him playing in Summer League and playing in preseason and being a part of training camp, let's see, when does Summer League begin this season? Let's see. Will take place August 8th through 17th. So that's plenty of time for him to sign a contract, get acclimated to the United States, and find his way to Las Vegas for Summer League, which I live in Arizona, if you guys don't know. I'm going to see about possibly getting my butt up there to watch our guys. Patrick Williams will be taking part in Summer League as well. Watch our guys in person. So it's awesome to have Summer League back. It's awesome to have Marko Simonovic coming over from Europe. It sounds like this offseason is going to be the one. We are going to have Marko Simonovic a part of our team for next season, which is huge. I made a video breaking down Marko's tape, comparing him to Jokic a little bit, because a lot of those comparisons are already being drawn. It's not just from me, and I don't want to make you guys think that Marko Simonovic is the next Jokic, but you should definitely go watch that video because you can see some of the career similarities, some of the playstyle similarities, and some of the differences, because I'm not just going to blindly tell you that they're the same player. They have plenty of differences. Marko Simonovic is a little bit of a different player, but there's a lot to be excited about there. We are in desperate need of front court depth, and he is going to provide that. I think he can provide that right off the bat as a rookie. He has plenty of experience playing at a high level in Europe. He's a very, very talented rebounder and scorer. Some work obviously to be done on defense, and he can make plays. He can pass the ball. He's very skilled for a big man, but defensively, that's where the deficiencies start to come into play. But once again, go watch that video because I broke it down in depth. And that was the big news that came out this morning. My guy Daniel Greenberg also had a tweet up about NBA draft prospect Juhann Begarin. I'm so butchering that. He's a guard from France, and he's projected to go late first, second round, probably second round. But he had an interview with the Bulls, and that then he was working out at the Advocate Center. So the Bulls are looking at him very seriously. He's one of the youngest players in the draft. He's 18 years old right now. I'm going to have to do a deep dive on his tape to make you guys a scouting video, which will happen sometime this week. I usually do 2 players at the same time, so I'll do Juhann Begarin, so sorry, and then I'll find someone else that we could throw in there. There's a lot of names that have been stirring around in my head, a lot of names that you guys have been dropping in comments. Keep doing that. I really appreciate that. If there's a draft prospect you want me to look at, definitely drop a comment and let me know. But other than that, you know, slow time for news for the Bulls, but Marko Simonovic is a pretty big deal, I would say. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see this guy in Summer League, playing with Patrick Williams, potentially with Devon Dotson, with like a bunch of the guys that are going to hopefully start contributing next season, who, you know, we need to see them take bigger steps. Without Summer League last year, we were definitely at a disadvantage, trying to gauge where some of the young guys were. I think Patrick Williams will dominate Summer League. I think that'll be a very good experience for him. And for Marko Simonovic, it'll just be good experience playing against, you know, NBA level talent, not necessarily NBA players, but players who are at that level and are competing for NBA roster spots, which he'll be doing the same. And I think he'll be fine. Based on what I've seen, he has the kind of game that I feel like can translate right away. I feel like he could slide into the role that Lauri Markkanen was already kind of playing and be a cheaper and maybe even better option, and younger, far younger. Just my 2 cents. We'll see how that plays out. But Marko Simonovic is coming to America, guys. If you're in Chicago and you see him, show him some love, because I feel like this guy is the future. He's not going to be an MVP. I understand that. You know, I'm not going to try to throw that on those kind of expectations on him, but he is definitely going to be a big part of what we're trying to build here in the next couple of years as we try to acquire more talent to build out the fringes of this roster. Because we've got our stars now, and to complement those stars, we need to give them guys who are skilled and kind of cheap. And Marko Simonovic is exactly that. He's going to be cheap. Like I said, 4 years, $5.5 million is kind of the range you can expect for a contract for Marko Simonovic. And that will be ideal for a team that is strapped salary cap wise. So I'll leave it there. Not much else to talk about. If something else comes up, you know I'll be on top of it. And once again, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. That's how you're going to get the latest news. You can turn on notifications too. If you want to support my channel, you could grab one of these puppies. We've got shirts, sweaters, stickers, mugs, tumblers, all that good stuff at arturisfanclub.com/shop. And like I said, that directly supports me. If you like what I do and you want to represent, it means the world to me because it helps me keep making these videos for you guys. So we'll be on top of any news, draft prospects, free agency updates, trades as they happen, as always. So thank you guys once again for being a part of this. I really appreciate it. We will talk very soon. Have a great day.